Howdy. Today, it's another set of character overviews. Darli is one of the characters whose close heavy slash got its startup decreased. Not only has this made her guard crushes surprisingly fast, this also makes heavy slashes rather scary in scramble situations, since Darli is a character you do not want to trade with. The first hit of her dashing medium slash is now cancelable. This gives her a quite reliable dashing confirm. High Tide, Darli's hit grab move, got the hitbox extended. Not further outward though, they actually extended it inward. This makes it so she no longer has a dead zone in front of her when doing this move. Now, Darli's can use this on recoil without worrying about being too close, and this gives her a more reliable hit confirm if you don't want to side swap. The Rage version of her Surf move now has invulnerability against air attacks during its startup. Now this can be used as a more reliable and rewarding anti-air when she's in Rage, instead of just using Weapon Flip or just her normals. Darli was an already explosive character damage-wise, and now with the addition of the Guard Crush mechanic, if you don't shut down all of her jumping, a Guard Crush can happen quite quickly.
DK goes for the Weapon Flip, Markio has the pop.
Let me see the raw Darli weapon flip. It's the only way. Oh, he's getting crazy.
Nice.
Stop. Oh, no, it's not gonna... Oh! He wasn't ready to burst!
Oh my god. Oh.
Aside from that though, she really does all the same stuff. Mix up your options to make the opponent scared of retaliating, and if you're the one fighting against her, she hits hard, so make sure your defense is on point. Sogetsu's far medium slash is now cancelable. Now this lets him convert off of a pretty good range poke, instead of just relying on crouching medium slash. And speaking of crouching medium slash, this move got decreased startup, making his pokes all the more reliable. His dashing heavy slash got more active frames. I would assume this is to help with consistency in landing it when he's further away. Okay, so with the bubble changes, I honestly had to consult a homie for clarity on what these meant. For those who don't know, the bubble before had a proximity where you were forced to block. Now you can actually walk away from it. This is considered a nerf to his Oki, but now it more so creates layers to his mix. He can change up his bubble choices and timing, naturally making opponents scared of rolling in, yet also eventually cornering themselves. With the second note, it's a quality of life change that makes sure that button inputs don't accidentally extend the bubble hold. Now you can do other specials sooner without worrying about the game registering those inputs for the bubble. The light version of his pillar now not only has less startup, but he also has invulnerability against air attacks. These buffs not only give him a reliable anti-air now, but it's made his recoil game pretty strong. The Rage version had all of its recovery frames reduced, including on block, and was given the same invulnerability as the light version. This was extremely scary at first, since it did a ton of guard damage. As of the more recent Season 3 patch though, a lot of guard damage was toned down. Still, you don't want to let this guard damage add up, and make sure you're mindful of the choices you make after blocking this move. Sogetsu was a character that was considered one of the worst in the game before, since his toolkit didn't fully support his expected game plan. Now, these buffs have given him reliable tools for both space control and set play that have to be respected. The recovery frames on his fire charge have been reduced. Not only does this make him safer in certain fireball wars, it also lets him gain an extra level more than before if he makes the opponent scared to roll towards him. Kazuki's hit grab now has invulnerability to air attacks, no matter what flame level you're at. I've actually seen this move accidentally anti-air every now and then in the past, but now this gives him another good anti-air to use reliably. Exploding Pants used to be multi-hit on block, making you have to be careful of your timing when you punish. Now it only hits once, making some punishes easier. However, it's also apparently less minus now, so some characters may not even be able to punish this move anymore. Try stuff out and see what characters can do which options to reach it. All fireballs except the max level version no longer knock down opponents if you hit them out of the air. This makes sense in the context of them removing more knockdowns, but just like for Iroha, this makes Kazuki not able to capitalize as much from clipping an opponent's mistimed jump. Now, rather than get another free fireball charge, you'll have to take the opportunity to either advance forward or continue your zoning. Kazuki was a character that no one had expected to get buffed, let alone to this extent. At least, here in the States, anyway. Apparently in Japan, he used to be considered lower tier. Regardless, now he's moved to the forefront, as it seems pretty agreed upon that his already solid toolkit has become even stronger. Be strategic with your approaches against this character, as he is so far pretty agreed upon to be one of the best in the game. That's all for these characters. Let me know if there's anyone else you guys want to hear about.